we waiting?
No, you're good.
Okay. Really proud of our win tonight. I thought, that it was the epitome of our team a little bit. The fact that all 9 guys scored, but all 9 guys made big contributions. A ton of respect for Kansas, their program, Coach Self. We knew, unfortunately, obviously Peterson being out changes their team, of course. But you also know that those other guys are going to step up. And I thought the game that White had, Council, that's what we thought. They put a ton of pressure on us. But I'm proud of the fact that we just thought we showed great resiliency, real game pressure on us, and we found a way to get stops. I thought the key was, our defensive rebounding. That's been an issue we've had to address. Our guys did that, held them to single-digit rebounds. We valued the ball in the second half. I think there was only 2 turnovers. That was a big deal. And then guys making key plays, just key offensive plays, finding a way to score, which wasn't easy. It's never going to be easy against Kansas, but really proud of this team.
Jon, you mentioned the turnovers. It seemed like in the first half, whether it was Kansas's pressure on the perimeter or the resistance they showed when you did get the ball to the rim and into the lane, that it was sort of a new test for you guys in terms of generating offense against a defense like that. What was the key in the second half to sort of loosening things up? Obviously, Bedoga being in foul trouble.
Right. Well, I think, one, it's the reason we played Tennessee in the exhibition game. It's the reason, Texas, that first game was very physical. Kansas did a great job, of protecting. I think the thing for us, we're working through where, look, we have actions we go to in critical moments and the way that we want to play, but also part of it is some randomness. And so being able to read the defense, understand what's next, understand how we have to fight for the paint. And I thought in the end of the first half and the moments in the second half, we just did that. And part of fighting for the paint is what you said, is playing through resistance. They're not going to let you get there. And I thought our guys did a really good job of that as the game wore on. But definitely, no question, knocked us back. No question.
Brandon?
Jon, in the second half, there were a couple of times they were able to cut the lead back to 5, I think, on 3 straight possessions. First there was Pat to Malik, and then Cam got to the line, and then Dominic got to the line. Those moments, being able to keep Kansas at bay when they're making the change, what did you learn about your team in those situations?
Well, these guys, man, I've learned it really every game we've played so far, but we've had, I don't even know how many games it's been, 7, including exhibition games. I don't even know what it is. It feels like it's been a full season in a way, just the moments we've been in. I think they've showed great toughness, and great poise. And those aren't easy situations to be in, especially if it's your, first time in the Garden, like some of these guys, or if it's your second or third. You need to show great poise and togetherness. And I thought that, especially down the stretch, some of those plays you mentioned, we just showed great poise. I think that's what it's all about.
If you guys could just please wait for the mic for the benefit of our transcription service here. No. Jack, over here. Yeah.
Cayden, good game. Could you talk about, was that the most comfortable you felt on the floor so far in this season? And just talk about the adjustments you've had to make and how your game has come along now as, getting used to the college game at this high level.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I've had to get used to playing college basketball because last year I was in high school. This is a completely different game. It's faster. It's more physical. So obviously those exhibition games really helped a lot. But just working with my teammates this whole offseason, playing against teams like Tennessee, UCF, and even Texas, and really helped for tonight because obviously it was a big matchup. But I like to rise to the occasion, so I felt like I was very comfortable.
Worked so well tonight. Chemistry you had with your brother tonight?
Yeah, I think I have great chemistry with all my teammates. So.
I think their chemistry could be better, if you ask me.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask about that out-of-bounds play at the end of the shot clock there at the end of the game for Isaiah. Did you draw it up knowing that no matter what, open or not, he was going to take that shot and just
I think he knew that. I don't know if I knew, but he definitely knew. I think if you look at the execution of that, you can draw up whatever you want. But I think the thing that our team did, they had great execution. Cayden's pass was on time, on target. Pat set a great screen to get him open. And then obviously when Isaiah raises up to shoot, you feel like it's got a chance to go in. But I thought the execution was great. And those are some of the moments you try to practice. We go through game situations hoping, knowing you're going to be in them. And I thought our guys really just did a great job of executing. And Isaiah is not afraid to take that shot for sure.
John, the last 7 minutes you went with Caleb and Cayden in your backcourt. Just what have you seen from that dynamic of them playing together, and I guess the maturity process of Cayden through the first handful of games of the freshman?
Yeah, well, one, I'm proud of Cayden. I mean, look, this thing it's an evolution of where a team is going. You know, I've said that before, but it's true. You know, you're learning on the fly a little bit about your team. The thing in that, they were picking up their pressure, so they have some more ball handling in there. You know, both those guys together is great. And I think what you get, especially now, I think the beauty of this team, so often you can get, you know, pitting somebody against each other, or, you know, it's, or the fact that, you know, we're supposed to have this all figured out in the beginning of the season as a coaching staff, as players. I think the room for us to grow is as big as any team in the country. And so I think these guys have done a great job playing for each other, being ready when their moment's called. And I thought, obviously, Cayden did a great job of that. Caleb made some big-time plays. And, you know, look, we may start a certain way. You know, that can be an evolution, but also finishing can be a different way, because we have a real team. We don't just have 5 players. We have a real team.
Two-part question for John first. What can you say about Cam's debut here at the Garden, able to handle the environment? And then for Cam, just what was it like playing here, and what were you able to figure out in the second half to be able to come out with the win?
Well, I know they look alike, but it's Cayden or Cam?
Cam, sorry.
Okay. So, one, I thought Cam, you know, look, he had 18, 10, and 5. I still don't even think he played, like, incredible, you know, and that's the thing that's really exciting. And he made some key plays, like the rebound in the first half, the outlet to Isaiah. I thought he did a great job putting pressure on the defense. They had a double, you know, Pat shaping up, Malik shaping up. We got some good stuff there. But again, I think there's more to be had. And I think that's the exciting part. I thought he did a really good job. This place is different. You know, playing at MSG, it's different. I thought he did a really good job handling that.
I'm not sure where he's going. Go ahead, Anna.
Oh, Pat, I just wanted to ask you, you picked up your 4th foul. Obviously, it was a close game down the stretches. What was going through your mind then? How'd you keep your composure?
I guess just staying engaged on the bench. You know, my teammates, coaches, they all telling me like to play, and that's been a big thing all year. So that's kind of like just what I was thinking in my head. But yeah.
Just go ahead.
Pat, what was it like? You drew Badunga early in that matchup defensively, and then kind of had to battle with him throughout the game. What was that like for you, and how did you sort of feel how you did there?
I mean, I feel like I did a good job. I definitely could have did better. But I mean, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a physical guy to play against, and keeping him off the glass is, you know, you got to hit him every time. And yeah, I mean, just playing with great physicality, I would say.
All right, last. Oh, go ahead. We're here and then here. Go ahead, Mac.
Coach, congrats on the win. You mentioned contributions from everyone today. 8 of 9 players had at least 3 rebounds on your squad today, which is very impressive. How much does it elevate this team when everyone's crashing the boards, even the guards?
They had 3 rebounds too?
4.
All right. All right, just making sure. It's been a huge point of emphasis, you know, for us. I don't think we've done a great job of that so far this season. And I love the fact, you know, these guys allow me to challenge them. You know, they always respond. I think the rebounding tonight, we knew going in, it's going to be really important. And some of these wins we've had is because of the rebounding on both ends of the floor. So that was no question a key tonight.
All right, last one here.
Patrick, playing the role you did on the team a season ago, and now much more prominent role this season. How would you assess where the group is collectively, and the road that lies ahead now that you've got, you know, a much big leadership role?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a difference from last year. You know, playing limited minutes, and then to this year playing a bigger role. But I mean, I would say, nothing really changed for me in terms of like preparation or nothing. But I mean, I would just say just talking to my teammates through things, and just different things like that, I would say.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.